Hello and welcome to the BRANDINFLOW Podcast. I'm your host and guide, Kuru Romar, and in this podcast, we'll talk about how you can transform your business into a brand your customers won't be able to resist, as you will get to know how to stand out, attract the right people, and stay in their mind by creating a feeling, an experience, a strong reputation for your business. With our weekly episodes, we want to turn you into a brand leader for you to know which actions you need to take to build and grow your brand consistently and passionately. So are you ready to brand and flow to make your business grow? Let's go. Happy that you tune in to the fourth episode of the Brand and Flow podcast. Today we'll talk about the three main strategies you have to focus on when building your successful business. But before we go into the three strategies, I would like to generally talk about the term strategy, as I have the feeling like it's perceived as something that is hard to be achieved. Even though a strategy only means a plan that you set up to achieve a certain goal in the future. And as it's in the future, it's not predictable. So you're trying to find out what factors play a role to achieve that goal and what actions you need to take consistently to achieve it. And that's your strategy. Because if you wouldn't sit down and define your strategy, you would be simply looking into a foggy place. You wouldn't be able to see the path that you have to walk. Your strategy is the roadmap you set up to achieve that goal, to stay consistent and passionately, to aim and focus on that goal. So it's important to build your strategy. And there are different strategies that you need to build up. And I want to say that here. In our private life, we have strategies that we use as well. We have a certain goal, no matter at which age, that we're trying to accomplish. And we set up the actions that we need to take in order to accomplish that goal. No matter if it's finishing a certain study or getting a certain goal when it comes to your business or private life, getting to know more people, being more social, or changing the certain environment that you're in. You would set up different strategies to achieve it. Soccer players have strategies to win games. So there are different strategies. And at the end, it's a plan that you set up to achieve a certain goal, where you take the factors into consideration and where you set up the actions that you need to take to achieve that goal in the future. And I want to say another thing here that I believe is the reason why a lot of businesses fail or why a lot of people feel lost is because they forget what they're aiming for and they forget which actions they need to take. And they're not staying consistent with it because they don't see immediate results from it. But a strategy shows step-by-step results. So you need to always focus on the big goal and find out if the result that you've achieved will bring you closer to the bigger goal you're working on. And the last thing I want to say is that plans are meant to change. Plans change according to the circumstances. So what's important is as well that you know what factors play a role. So you're able to track those factors and make sure that you have to adjust your path maybe. There is no perfect strategy. There is no one-way road. There's always paths that you need to take into consideration to realign your strategy, to adjust your strategy in order to achieve that goal. But the goal shouldn't change, right? And for everyone that might say, I have a goal, but they don't know how, then it's simply a dream. So work on defining your strategy for whatever goal you're aiming for. Gain some clarity in it. And today we want to talk about the three main strategies for your successful business. And they are, first, your business strategy. Second, your brand strategy. And third, your marketing strategy. We'll go a bit deeper into each of them. And I want to tell you one thing, because for a lot of people, it might be confusing to differentiate them, right? But they are not meant to be differentiated in a way to say, okay, this is where the business strategy starts and this is where it stops and this is where the brand strategy starts and so on and so forth. They're meant to be connected together. Okay, and that's the important fact that we need to focus on. Every information that we gain throughout those strategies, they help us to gain clarity in the overall strategy that we're following. They need to be aligned. And that's why we start with our business strategy, as it's so important to first gain internal clarity about what we're trying to achieve. What is our business about? Why we exist? How are we going to achieve certain goals to stay profitable, to build a business and grow a business, right? That's the question. What kind of goals we set ourselves and what KPIs we need to track to find out if we will achieve our goals. And that internal clarity, that's set in your business strategy. Without the foundation, which is your business strategy, all the other strategies will not bring you closer to your goal. But the business strategy, as I said, is something that you keep internally because it's meant for you as a business owner and for everyone that is responsible for that business success, so everyone that is working with you. You wouldn't go out there and spread all your, financial goals and everything to your audiences in that way, because at the end, they don't care about the success of your business in that way. What they care is about the value you will provide to them and what impact you will have in their life. So it wouldn't be enough to tell them, okay, that's what we want to do. And they're like, okay, but what should I do with that now, right? So that's why it's important to keep it as an internal compass. It will help you to gain that clarity and focus and to know as well what kind of offerings you want to have in your business and whom you're trying to attract to that business and how you're going to make sure that these people buy. But making sure that these people buy would be something external, right? And this is where your brand strategy comes in place. Your brand strategy, and I want to say that here, your brand is the perception others that interact with your business have about your business. So your brand only grows the more people know exactly what you do, the more people support the idea of what you're doing and are clear about what you want to represent and the value you want to provide to your customers. Those values will then be perceived in their mind, and this is your brand. So you as a business owner, you have no control of telling people what they have to think. And that's why we build brands to influence them and let them get to know what we represent. So after your business strategy, we go to the external view, which is your brand strategy. And your brand strategy is the connector of your business strategy. We'll go deeper into the elements of your brand strategy in another episode. But generally, what you're trying to figure out is how you're going to gain more information, gain more knowledge about whom you're attracting, where you find them, what pain points they have, what values they have. And how you're going to link your offers that were in your business strategy to their needs, and how you're going to communicate it that it's clear for them that what you offer is something that they need, and that's why they need to buy it. That's why they need to be in your business. That's why they need to support your business. Let me say it like this. They take a part of your business, right? They make it grow. They spread your message out. They do your marketing because they are your supporters. Your goal is to turn a lead into a loyal customer, somebody that stays long-term with your business. All of those strategies are meant for long-term success. Remember, a goal in the future. So your brand strategy focuses on the external expressions of your business. Without your brand strategy, you would only have an entity without life. It would only be, you can imagine it like all these corporate people that just focus on their own goals and aims and what they need to achieve, not taking into consideration how they will achieve it. I'm sure you maybe had some experiences with, some managers that only focus on their own KPIs. And if you worked in a corporate company before, you can agree they would treat you as a function to use you for their own KPIs. But smart managers that would help you to feel that it's something that you have to accomplish with them. And you can imagine it the same way. So what you're trying to do is smartly express the idea that you represent without making sure that you telling them that they're buying for your own profits. They're doing it because they feel connected to what you represent. They're doing it because they identify themselves with what you represent. And they do this happily because they feel like they are part of this. And once we feel that we're part of that, we're happy to spend our time and money on brands. That's so important. And the clarity that you gain in your brand strategy is fundamental for you to know how to market your business. I want to say that again. A lot of businesses, they skip the brand strategy and they rush over to their marketing strategy. But my question would be, as an example, let's take Facebook ads like as advertising, a part of marketing. If you want to launch your Facebook ad campaign, you need to have information about whom you're targeting. You need to get to know what kind of patterns these audiences have, so you're able to enter certain keywords to find these people, right? You need to really know that target audience. You need to really know that person to be able to target them. Otherwise, you would spend money and it's a game of luck, I would say, right? I mean, the success of it, it's depending on what you give as an input into it, right? And that counts for everything. Your messaging in any campaign plays a big role, as this is the way we attach ourselves, we engage with a customer. So it's important that you're clear first about what you want to represent, whom you're targeting, what your competitors are doing, how you're able to stand out and make sure that people get aware of your business. You're gaining their attention. But how are you going to make sure that you're holding their attention as well? If you only do marketing, you're gaining a lot of attention, but you're not holding it. So you might be investing in, attracting a certain lead to your business that will be gone. It's a one-time thing, but that's not what we want. We want those people to stay connected with us. We want those people to come back to us. We want those people to engage by themselves with our business so we don't have to invest a lot in our marketing, and they stay connected and they buy and they are there and we support them. We care for them because they are helping us to keep our business alive. Our main focus is our customer, and our main focus should always be our customer. Otherwise, we're not staying alive. If we selfishly go in and say, yeah, I just want to make money and that's what I will do. Okay, then good luck. That won't work. If you don't care about your customers, you are playing a losing game. I mean, don't do it. Really, it's a waste of money and time and the efforts that you put into that, right? So as we said, the marketing strategy connects to your brand strategy. And what often happens is that throughout your brand strategy, when you go into all of the research part, because your brand strategy, remember, it connects to your business strategy. So it's helping you to internally connect your brand to your business strategy. And brands are built internally. So they're built with a clarity that you and everyone that is responsible for the brand success is connected to it. And once we go deeper and deeper into all of those factors that play a role in it, we might see certain things that need to be adjusted in the business strategy. Remember, I was telling you that you cannot separate them. They are intertwined and they help you to gain even more and more insights and adjust even more to come up with a good way to achieve your overall goal. All of them target the goal that you're trying to achieve with your business. But the question is, how will you achieve it? And that's what you're setting up. Right? So you might find out that the offer you had, and in your business strategy, we're thinking about a certain audience. You found out in your brand strategy while doing audience research that this offer might not be suited for the audience that you try to target, that you need to change, that you need to adjust. So that would maybe have an impact on how you market your business, right? How you will attract those people. You were thinking that it was a certain target market, but now it changed. So where do you find these people? So you see, all of it is intertwined, and all of it goes back to really getting to know your customer, really getting to know what they are desiring, what gap they're experiencing in the market, and how you're able to provide them a better experience. So we talked now about the 3 main strategies that you need to focus on, and you can go deeper into all of this. But the reason why I want to talk about the 3 strategies is because I have the feeling like a lot of people, they get blocked or stop because they still don't feel comfortable with the right path to go. You need to start somewhere. It all starts with an idea. And we'll talk about successful brands and how they developed it. And you will see that it all started with an idea. You need to have that confidence to move along with that idea and to define that idea, to know what is the goal of that idea and how you achieve that goal. Otherwise, again, it will just stay a dream. And dreams, they stay dreams if we don't take an action on it, right? So to sum it up, I want you to take the lead. You are the brand leaders. You have control of it. And the brand is the connector of your business and marketing strategy. I hope you see what an important role your brand strategy plays in the success of your business. So don't see it as something minor. Gain the lead of it. You're able to influence your customers. You're able to turn them into loyal customers if you take the right action. You're able to make sure that your marketing efforts will pay out even more if you know how to build and grow your brand. Focus on the 3 main strategies that I mentioned. Start with your business strategy and gain clarity in it. Move over to your brand strategy and get deeper into the topics. And then move along with your marketing strategy to make sure that you're building a successful business. And start step by step. Please just start and get along with it. You can rock it. You're brand leaders. If you have any questions, to the 3 strategies, let me know. We'll definitely go more into the brand strategy and the impact branding has on your business strategy and on the business results, as well as on your marketing in the next episodes. So tune in if you want to get to know more about the overall concept and the importance your brand strategy plays in the success of your business. That's it for this episode, and I can't wait to have you back in the next episodes of the Brand and Flow podcast. Thank you so much for listening. I hope you enjoyed this episode and it was helpful for you. To provide you more insights and tips, I need your feedback. So please rate or leave a review. Connect with me. And if you know a passionate entrepreneur who would benefit from this episode, share it with them so we can grow together. Can't wait to have you back in the next episode of the Brand and Flow podcast. Until then, don't forget, if you brand and flow, your business will grow.